Shalom. Kol halal Yahweh Shemi Shai Bahashim Mekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and other bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aquat that are listener and being in pillar of rest, the 144,000, one third, the hopeful elect of Israel. Brother Yashawan, Salaki and the brother / Elder Yashawan, back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you all. Okay, so I'm going to make this real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to listen to Nate, and then we're going to get a precept, okay? And I'm going to do this for approximately 4 minutes, and I'm going to bring it to a quick end, all right? And that'll be the update, all right? So we'll read this. 2 hours ago, Canadian prepper alert, mushroom cloud in Russia. Iran plan revealed. It's shocking. U.S. moves E-3 Sentry to Israel. This guy's a prepper. This is all World War III. Okay? He makes my job easy. Anyway, so apparently we're going to start right here. So I'm going to let him say 3 words, and then we're going to get a precept. Okay, here we go.
The update for you. Here's what's going on.
There it is. Here's what's going on. This. Right? Rolled together, right?
There was a major escalation in the war between Russia and Ukraine yesterday as one of Russia's largest weapons storage facilities was completely leveled by a pinpoint precision strike by the Ukrainians that could only have been enabled by Western ISR.
United States. Okay, so let's get that. I mean, what does this say? That's not a mushroom. What does this say right here? I don't care if that's not. This is not a mushroom. What does this say? This is what he put. So let's get that in the scriptures. This is rolled together as a scroll. Let's do this real quick and we'll move on. Isaiah 34:4, here's the first precept. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's that mushroom cloud right there. And their host shall fall down as a leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a fig falling from the fig tree, wafting like this. Waft, waft, waft. Like that. Anyway, let's get more. Okay, so we dealt with the mushroom cloud. Now, go on.
And artificial intelligence, because this took place 600 kilometers behind enemy lines, very close to Moscow, at least relative to the size and the distances traveled inside Russia. The Vladimir Oblast in District 20 here.
So what is he saying right now? He's saying that, wait a minute, they did some long range shit and hit a ammo dump, right? That can only have been done by the American. This is what he's saying. Okay. And what does that mean?
Is just adjacent to the capital city of Moscow. In the Vladimir...
This is how close they're hitting to Moscow. See, and somebody said the other day, do you know what happened in, when was it, 62, 61, the Russian missile? Do you know that everybody was so afraid, it was palpable? They actually thought the world was coming to an end because of those missiles and where they were placed and all of that. And people were breathing. It was a serious matter for the world. Everybody thought that things would escalate and go to a mutually assured destruction in 61. They were so scared, right? Because of those missiles being in Cuba. Well, what the hell, right, is going on right now? The Americans are shooting missiles into, not storing missiles in Ukraine, shooting missiles into Russia. Okay? So where are we at the doomsday clock? If they were scared in 61, how scared are they right now? Now that they're shooting, no, they want this thing. That's clearly the Most High, right? Let's get that. Why are missiles being shot? Let's get this is Proverbs quickly 21 and 1. It's mind control. The king's heart is a waterway in the hand of the Lord. He directs it where he pleases. Get the King James. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Now let's get the mind control aspect of it. There's mind, there's control, and is it ultra? No, it's supreme. M-K, supreme. Got it? Let's read it. The Lord, Salakia. Proverbs 21 and 1 in the Good News Translation, the Lord controls the mind of a king as easily as he directs the course of a stream. So what's going on here? Well, this guy Biden, whoever, Obama, Clinton, Victoria Nuland, whoever is down here calling the shots in Ukraine, right, is being led by who? Well, the spiritual demon, Satan, who gets his orders from who? The Most High. All right? So that's what's going on there, right? And what are they doing? Well, you're going to shoot long-range missiles, and what are you going to do? You're going to stir up the Medes. What does it mean to stir up the Medes? Well, the Most High is going to stir up the Medes, but how's he going to? Well, I'm going to have Victoria Nuland shoot long-range missiles at Vlad. Not just put them there and threaten, but I'm going to shoot them motherfuckers and blow up ammo dumps. Stir up the Slovakia, the Medes, and we'll get stir up, okay, which means to use mind control. that's that mind control. You got harden Pharaoh's heart. You got stir up the Medes. It's just a little slightly different program. You got Wizard of Oz programming. You got Alice in Wonderland, right? Okay, well you got stir up the Medes, and you got harden Pharaoh's heart. Which form of mind control? MK Ultra, nigga. I mean MK Supreme. Which one do you want? Behold, I will stir up the Mede. What does that mean? Let's break it down. Behold means look. I, as the Most High, will what? I will. I'm about to do something. What? Stir up. What does that mean? We'll get it. The Medes, the Russians, against who? The Babylonians. Who are the Babylonians? The Americans. This is the great Babylonians. The Americans. The spiritual Egyptians. Okay? Behold, I will stir up the Russians against the them, the Americans, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not do it. It can't be bribed. Okay? You cannot bribe them. All right, so let's get this stir up. All right, let's go here to the blue letter, and here's how you make sense of it. Of course, stir up means to, you would think it means to enliven, if you will. Okay, what are we doing? Stir up the Medes. Come on now. Look at this. Bear with me. Trying to keep it short. Stir up the Medes. Stir up the Medes. What is this stir up thing? 17. Okay. I will stir up right? It goes, be triumphant, okay? To rouse oneself, awaken insight. Insight. This is what I'm looking for. Be triumphant. What does triumph mean? Let's get the definition of triumph. Definition. Going straight to war, ain't it? A great victory or achievement. Triumph. The processional entry of a victorious general into ancient Rome. Triumph. The Arc de Triomphe, right? The Arc of Titus. Triumph. Conclusive success following an effort. Conflict. What is conflict? That's a war. They didn't call Vietnam a war, they call it a conflict. This is the Vietnam conflict. Or confrontation of obstacles. Victory, right? Victory. What is victory? Conquest. Triumph deals with victory. I'm going to put the spirit of victory, triumph, victory, triumphant. Okay, so you get the point with pomp. Victory with to celebrate victory with pomp and circumstance. Anyway, I'm looking for triumph. The Roman triumph was a celebration for a victorious military commander in ancient Rome. Latin triumphus. Okay. I'm just trying to get the military aspect of it. Clearly, that's where it comes from, derives from. Okay. This. The Roman triumph. Let's get that. Latin triumphus. Remember the Triumph Spitfire? The TR7? uh, TR6, baby. Roman triumph was a celebration for a victorious military commander in Rome. For later imitations in life or in art, see trionfo. Trionfo. Going into that Latin. Anyway, so I'm just kind of worming around at this point, but this is what it means. Okay? It means to be triumphant. So when you go back, I will stir up. Behold, I will put the spirit of triumph. Behold, I will put that mind control, program them to win, right? Against who? Against the Americans, which shall not regard they can't be talked out of it. All right, and this is what we're seeing here. Slovakia being
Oblast, the 51st Arsenal, GRAU, in Barsovo, Vladimir Oblast, one of the largest ammunition storage sites in Russia, was completely leveled by.
Vlad is mad as hell. You know how much firepower Vlad has? That dude's mad as effing hell. All right. So he's stirred up.
Attack. Now, the only way you can circumvent 600 kilometers of multi layered air defense, which is only going to get hairier as you get closer to the target, is with some pretty sophisticated intelligence. Now, that's important because we are allegedly on the eve of some breakthrough peace talks, so they claim, that are about to happen in London this week.
We'll stop it right there and we'll end with peace and safety because I done went too long. Okay. Oh, let's get that real quick. When they shall say, 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So we'll just watch it continue to grow. We already know who's going to win, so this is Revelation 11 and 14. Doesn't matter what language, Salakia, what version. The second woe has passed. Behold, the third woe, World War III, is coming shortly. With that, we hope the elect were edified. You brothers and sisters, Shalom.